he's, our relationship on the show, I think, works because it just mirrors our relationship in life. We've got the same sort of father-daughter thing going on, a little bit master and apprentice, and we're totally competitive. Mm-hmm. I sass him about his age, even though that I think, old jokes are kind of in poor taste, but I have to do it.
They're so old.
Right? They are. But I have to do it. If he bosses me around in rehearsal too much, I'll turn around and I'll mouth off. I'll tell him what's up. Punk is not dead. Longest bitches keep mouthing off. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So yeah, it's our relationship it's true. I mean, what you see on screen is who we are.
Well, if Saul ends up listening to this episode, he'll be happy to know that I cannot get at, the catchphrase that he essentially created at Comic-Con. You stupid asshole, out of my head. And I'm going to create shirts that we like a $ hole, but I'm going to create you stupid asshole shirts that we're going to give out to people because it is the funniest line ever. And we can't
get it out of our heads either.
Yeah. And I hear it now when he's on screen. Whenever he puts his hand on his head, I'm like, dude, he was saying it in his brain.
He was.
I know he was.
I promise. Oh my God, there was nothing like when that first because that line by itself, those words. There's nothing particularly witty about them. It's not a smart phrase.
And actually, okay, this is actually cool because this is something else I wanted to talk about. The Farnsworth that Claudia has.
The rock and roll Farnsworth.
The amazing. Now, Farnsworth, for those of you who have not watched Warehouse 13, why are you listening to this show?
I mean nothing to you if you've never watched Warehouse 13.
Yeah, some people enjoy the sound of my voice. No, but a Farnsworth is a communication device that is sort of a pre-video phone from the 40s. That
indeed, it's like the iPhone 4 without any of the other features.
Right, and it works consistently.
Yeah.
So burn iPhone, please sponsor us. So but they so they all have Farnsworths, and Claudia's dying to get her hands on one, so they give her the original. Philo
Farnsworth,
which is this amazing. It's a black Farnsworth. It's like the Dalek Prime of Farnsworths. It's very cool. It's got all this wonderful internal ligature in it and wires, and it's got horns for some reason.
Indeed, yeah.
All features that will be exploited later by writers. But they had the prop on the set for the first time, and who was it that was manipulating it?
Well,
it wasn't you. It was.
I'm gonna take the wheel here.
Okay,
I'm coming.
Take it.
I'm coming. We're shooting this scene from Beyond Our Control where Claudia was futzing with the Farnsworths.
Written by Derek Hughes, by the by. Beyond Our Control.
That was David Simpkins.
He wrote
Derek
Mild
and Ben.
Mannered.
Correct. Derek and Ben.
Sorry, I'm getting my names confused. Go ahead. Robot Cowboy, can you fix that in post?
Sorry, Sax. You're on your own with this one. If you don't know the show, how am I supposed to know? You are the expert.
Thank you. All right, go ahead.
Robot Cowboy.
Hi, Allison. Nice to see you. You look very nice today.
It's so nice to hear your dulcet tones.
Thank you, Skaggs. You are even more adorable than you are on television. Just seeing you has upgraded my hard drive. Would you like to interface with my laptop?
Oh, stop it. You're naughty.
Waka waka. I have 1 million of them. Sax and Tim should pay me to write jokes for them.
Bit of a geek fetishist. What can I say? So the story. It was Eddie, Joanne, and Saul sitting around this table about to confront me for futzing with the Farnsworths. And, they had slated, we were hot, they were about to call action, and Eddie is famous for fidgeting. Mm-hmm. I mean, if you saw Around the Bend last week, the fact that he was touching everything in the museum, that's him. It's a totally true scene. And there's this little tube that goes from the faceplate of the Farnsworth into the little inner door, and he was playing with it, and he just yanked it right out. And Saul turned to him, and he went, "Oh, you stupid asshole." And we all laughed so hard we had to hold the take. I have a feeling that's not the take they used because I was half laughing throughout it. It was. And now every day, if somebody does just a minor fail, we will chime in unison. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
You stupid asshole.
I gotta tell Saul that as far as I'm concerned, he gets the hero moment of the universe because it's for guys like me who are nerds and who look like this, we're just waiting to be the guy who's boss that plays with all the tech, and he got it. He has the role of roles. as far as I'm concerned. Sal Rubinek is currently king of the nerds, and he will hold that position until the show gets canceled or something.
He milks it too. I mean,
yeah.
he'll have a scene where he does not have any prop business written, and he will hijack the whole scenario. And there was a scene in the season premiere actually where he added 20. I'm not kidding you. He added 20 things to go get on his way out to see me in Switzerland. I mean, he was like, just shoot me through the staircase, guys. I got this. Like, he got underwear out of a file cabinet. He, got something out of the fridge and then decided not to do it. He got the Tesla from, up above the door. It was insane.
He does great work with it, and he has he's one of the last guys on the planet that has the chance to work with these huge lab sets since the 50s movies that Frankenstein style movies that used to allow an actor to be like, here, there's this lightning is coming out of this and play with it, and he gets that, which is awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah, very cool for him. All right, we've deviated back to.
Let's go back to Comic-Con and talk about your experiences there. Walking into it this year as opposed to last year, and you encountered your fans right there on the floor. Is there a common denominator among the interaction that you had? I mean, is there some through line or something that you see in common with the folks that you encountered?
Everyone who comes up to me says that I'm their favorite character.
Gotta love it.
And you know what? I can't argue with them. I'm my favorite character, too.
There you go.
Okay, not true. Artie's my favorite character, then me. Nice. But only because he's such a damn good-looking man.
Saul Rubinek, the actor who is Artie on Warehouse 13 looks like you, Tim. I never noticed that before.
There you go. See?
This show gets better and better.
I know.
Okay,
I'm liking her more and more.
Yeah. And I had to force you to put her on the show. No.
God damn, we bumped Jerry Lewis for you.
Oh, my God.
Actually, you couldn't find the place. But so the point is, all right, so let's talk about, let's jump into your career for a second, because I want to set up this whole thing about, being 19 years old and a girl and this universe of guys like us. But you've been acting for a very long time.
I suppose so. I got into it professionally when I was 11.
Okay,
yeah.
So that's a long. I mean, especially that young to start. And what was your first career job?
What was your break?
The first thing I booked, I was really lucky. I got a pilot my first 3 months out. I worked with Chevy Chase in a failed pilot called America's Most Terrible Things.
You just luck out with co-stars.
I really have.
Style.
I've worked with Sigourney Weaver. Can we
wow.
take a moment to honor Ripley for
I'm
a second?
over her at this point. No,
oh, come on.
The last movies did not portray the character well. I'm not gonna lie. No, I love Sigourney Weaver though.
Yeah, so I worked with Chevy Chase my first year out, and then the following year I did a pilot with Heather Locklear.
Nice.
And
well, less good, but yeah.
Well, come on. We're all geeks here.
Yeah.
She's unbelievably sexy.
Mm-hmm.
And the following year it was another pilot with Kate Walsh and John Tenney.
And this is all at 11 and 11 coming into 12 at that time?
Yeah, I mean that was I guess 11 to 13 those pilots. But yeah, I mean I got into acting when I was actually a little kid. My parents moved us to Louisiana from Northern California where I was born when I was 5. And I hated it down there. It was I'm used to chilling out, getting sushi by the wharf, Naval Postgraduate School, Chinese Lantern Festival, and then I go to public school in Louisiana and everyone looks the same. My parents had kind of evolved taste in comedy. They really liked George Carlin and Bill Cosby, and I think the inciting moment for my mom to sort of figure out an outlet for me was when our pool man knocked on the window and said, Lori, your daughter is doing a Bill Cosby impression. She's 5. I'm scared. So, I mean, I had started doing ballet when I was 3, and I was always sort of assembling my family to put on shows.
I want to hear Cosby.
Everyone asks, and I don't do it anymore.
Oh!
But all right, thinking back, I think that I was doing the chocolate cake bit. Do you know? I think it can't be from 49. I'm pretty sure it's from Bill Cosby himself.
It's from himself. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's essentially the button on himself. It's the final sequence.
Yeah, where he's made his kids chocolate cake for breakfast because it's eggs, milk, and wheat, and that's not Bill Cosby. And then he's singing the song. I'm pretty positive what I was doing. I was going, Daddy's baked, it was a chocolate cake. Daddy's baked, it was a chocolate cake. Daddy's baked, it was a chocolate cake.